Okay, in the Superman video you're about to watch, I want to know from you guys, would you be interested in finding out my thoughts on the Booster Gold show when it comes out? Um, why I keep talking about Superman flying into the sun was because he did, just like he did in the 1 million event. He shoves Bizarro Doomsday into the sun. Spoilers again. But he somehow tries to make you feel compassion for him. Yeah. These are all the books I'll be doing in my next video. All these. Check it out. We're getting back to doing comics again. Yeah. That's what's up. Enjoy the video. Bye-bye. Hi-ho, friends. As Kermit the Frog would say. This is Bob, Otherworld According to Bob. I am here to say my thoughts on Superman and Lois. It just aired where I am. But I'm not going to post this right away. Because I got plenty of videos. But this is basically for anyone who is curious what my thoughts were. I liked that they made Superman feel mortal. I liked they marry off Lana. Again, spoilers, but for you it ended weeks ago. Or a week ago. Whichever. But they married Lana off. They married her to John Henry. I like that. I like that it showed the love between Superman and Lois. And how the couple truly did love each other. I like that they showed Superman's grandkids. That means the guy from the 1 million event could still theoretically be a Superman descendant. Speaking of the 1 million event, I also liked that they didn't have him fly off into the sun and abandon humanity. Yeah, I like that. I like that they didn't have him die of cancer, or let's see, how else have they done Superman dirty? They've made him a tool of the government. They've made him give up on humanity. But Wonder Woman kind of pulled him out of that one. Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come, the 1 million event, Dark Knight. All those would have kind of sucked in a Superman and Lois. And I'm glad they did not do. I'm glad they didn't introduce Batman just to have him be like, and I'm dark and edgy and this, that, and the other. I'm glad Luthor got what was coming to him. I also did not like that they didn't bring in any of the other characters like Kara. They didn't connect it to the Arrowverse at all. They just showed his son's uniforms for a second. They were basically still a universe all alone. I didn't like that. I didn't like that they didn't bring in Booster Gold. If the universe is ending, which you're free to assume as soon as that kiss happens, the world ends or gets wiped away in some kind of crisis years from now. Just like they did with John Wesley Shipp's Flash. They don't show what else happens. They didn't show that there was... They didn't do anything with the plot line that the armor let Lex know, hey, there are other universes out there. They didn't show the Smallville universe. They didn't show Birds of Prey. They didn't do any of that. But do I still think that the story needs to go on? Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't believe that the Arrowverse is over till Booster Gold. I've said it before, I'll say it again. There are people on here, on YouTube, saying that oh, the Arrowverse is over. Storyline wise, no. No, absolutely not. What they're doing is just ending it because Superman ends, but Superman's world unaffected. They already established that. If they want to say Superman somehow affects the rest of the Arrowverse, they can still say that. But they'd have to do it in a comic. And yes, they've done comics like what I want them to do before. And it wouldn't have to be in Walmart necessarily. I've talked to my local comic book store people, the employees and owner and whatnot, and they'd be fine with if all DC, long story short, all DC needs to do is bring back the 100-page Giants. It doesn't necessarily have to be in Walmart. I'd be happy with it if... I mean, yeah, they're fine folks. Just... If you don't want to make it Walmart, Bob's still gonna be happy. I'd still buy it if it wasn't... As long as it keeps the Arrowverse going. As long as the money, as long as the money's there, DC will do it, people. That's all I gotta say about that. I mean, the Flash Zero issue, which is what they'd be modeling it after, could take place in the same universe. We don't know. All they'd have to do is confirm, hey, and I misspoke in my previous video. They wouldn't have to just confirm that it happened on the Arrowverse Earth. They could say it happened in any kind of the Arrow multiverse is what I meant to say. Because, like I said, there's an expansive universe out there, and for them to kill it with just one show, with just one kiss, yes, it was a good ending, but that's just stupid. I mean, they brought back Birds of Prey. They let us know, hey, Swamp Thing's out there. Hey, Titans is out there. Hey, the original Flash had adventures. Hey, the Smallville animated series could happen. Same universe, as long as they keep this world going. Speaking purely as a consumer, I'd buy it. So, I am kind. Let's start with my first thing. Am I disappointed that they didn't bring in, like, Wave Rider at the very end, or explain that the Spectre sees all universes? Kind of, not really. I mean, who I would have brought in, like I told you, Booster Gold, Rip Hunter, that sort of thing. That would have been my character of choice. But they could have brought in numerous time travelers. The DC universe is expansive. I know pretty soon the DC universe, they ain't gonna listen to me because I'll be 35. So I gotta make this count. To say, DC, come on, for once, think of the future. You didn't destroy the timeline in story when the Flash came out of Flashpoint. You had that whole new 52 thing. You could do the same with the Arrowverse shows. You could just keep it going just a little longer. Long enough so some of these shows get established into that fine multiverse you built. I mean, I don't know, just a thought. I would like to know how this affected the Supergirl Earth, or it would make me happy if they showed the Spectre's true power. But like I said, the one character I feel they could have brought in is Booster Gold, either as Wave Rider, which I wouldn't have done. Like I said, not a huge disappointment there, but or as Booster Gold, my second pick would have been Kara Zor-El. At least it, looking at it now, at least it didn't end like Superman. I mean, Lois and Clark. Goddamn. Lois and Clark kind of ended just as he was getting a son. That version of Superman, be grateful that's not. I mean, I hope they bring back Tyler Hoechlin in like another 10 years when he's ready to put on the suit again. And he gets a better cameo than Tom Welling. But I don't know. I kind of feel like they could do a whole different season. I mean, Luthor's in jail. There's that whole year time gap. They didn't explain that. They didn't, like I said, they didn't show his sons growing and maturing. But that's just my thoughts, and bringing it back as the Walmart. I keep calling them the Walmart. Just the 100-page giants would be what I would do. What would you do? Tell me, please, in the comments. I will be doing Hornsby and Halo. I will be doing the new Justice League, which it still doesn't have me completely convinced that this is the Justice League Unlimited Justice League. I've seen other Justice Leagues before that they start out meaning that point, but they all get distracted. But that's what I think of the comics. This was about Superman and Lois. I will be getting back to the comics soon. So if you're into that, like, comment, subscribe. I've been Bob. This has been The Other World According to Bob. Thank you for listening to my ramblings. It's been one good ride. Bob out. Just like Lois in the Infinite Crisis. What did she say? That would have been better. Did she say it was one super bride? Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Shut it off.